What is going on? Welcome back, or welcome to a brand new edition of Did You See That? And I'm Mike, and today I'm delivering you all a movie review which is of a 2021 release movie directed by Liesl Tommy, and it's called Respect, which is a movie based on Aretha Blige. Just to give a little bit of background, I don't personally know a lot of information about Aretha Franklin. Don't get me wrong, I definitely know some of the biggest hits, and I think everyone knows at least R.E.S.P.C.T. song. So I kind of went into this movie blinded. I didn't really know any of the backstory. I didn't really know any of Aretha Franklin's history. But what I will say is that woman achieved some incredible feats throughout her entire career, and what she generally did in terms of charity, in terms of performances, activism as well, is just phenomenal. So what can I honestly say about this retrospective biopic of Respect of Aretha Franklin's career? I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I thought that firstly, Jennifer Hudson smashes it out of the park as Aretha Franklin, and what I actually learned is that she spent 6 months practicing Aretha's voice, practicing the mannerisms to portray that in this movie, and I think it really shows, especially when she's transitioning from a young age of 18 all the way up to when she's older. That retrospective and path that she takes and how that's portrayed in this movie is excellent. Jennifer Hudson pulls that off magnificently, and also her voice is incredible. She gives a great performance all around, but she definitely sells it and sounds exactly like Aretha Franklin. It is kind of scary. And we've also got some superb supporting characters. So C.L. Franklin, played by Forrest Whitaker, is great. His bond with Jennifer Hudson's character Aretha Franklin as a daughter and father, they're not exactly on the same page at all time. Aretha is struggling throughout her life, it seemed, to try find her voice and who she is as a person, and then breaking out into her own right, and then finding her true kind of path in life. That definitely transcends in this movie, and seeing that play out throughout the runtime of 145 minutes, you can definitely sense that journey, and you feel like you're going on that journey with our main character, because that clearly goes down to the directing and the screenplay. And what was also a pleasant surprise in this movie is actually seeing Marlon Wayans portraying a very serious character, because for a long time it's mainly been known for comedy roles, and this is definitely a great maybe restart for him to get into that as Ted White. He plays this love interest for Aretha Franklin, which is well documented. It turns out really cool that the film played off that, because a lot of times Hollywood tend to glamorize these biopic pictures. They tend to make fictional stuff or add extra drama in, and I generally didn't feel like this story needed that, because Aretha Franklin, from what I read up, went through quite a lot. This film definitely touches on that in a respectful way, that I would say so, and definitely a light-hearted more way of touching on those really sensitive and tougher subjects. In terms of a shout out in this movie is to Sky Dakota Turner, who plays a young Aretha Franklin, because firstly, that little girl's voice is sensational, and you can just buy her performance from as a young child all the way up to this transition one scene in a church that starts as her, the camera pans around, and then Jennifer Hudson is stood there, and that transition is great. The cinematography overall is beautiful. They have some breathtaking shots of whether it's in just an apartment building, whether it's in a city, or whether it's in a backyard of a house. They do this cinematography with ease. This movie touches on some great subject matter in a respectful way, but also in a hard-hitting way to send a message to the audience, and I felt like that message relayed pretty well overall. The only kind of negatives that I've got for Respect would be that if you're a die-hard fan of the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, then some of the events in this movie may not touch up as well for you, because the screenplay of this is definitely titled and rated a lower age rating, probably to get more audiences in the seat, which is understandable, especially as this movie was delayed due to COVID. And I definitely think that they kind of didn't touch on those subjects as much as they maybe could have, and I think definitely like a harder hitted documentary, if they haven't produced one already, it will probably do that. But my overall score for Respect is... So yeah, if you've seen the movie yourself, please leave your comments down below and let me know what you thought of the film. In the description box, there's a big thumbs up button. Please smash that and give this video a big thumbs up and a like. And also press that red subscribe button just to the right of it, so I can see you again next time. But until that time that I see you, I'll be seeing you later.